here, I'll put it in my before it gets boiled in the sun. And we get to it.
I'm pretty certain that's what
Don't forget the water there
sit
as well.
down, yeah, try to. If you need to go cool down, if you want to have a break, feel free to go back to the air conditioned community centre because it is freaking hot. But we haven't got anything for at least half an hour, so I'm okay to move all this if you want.
That's right.
Like, don't kill yourself.
I just feel like really motion sick, which is really weird because I'm still.
Oh.
But I'm sure we've done. I mean, actually.
Water.
Yeah, it's loads of water. What's up? It's wonderful looking through the viewfinder, to be honest.
That might well be it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that might well be it. Yeah, annoyingly these ones don't have the flip up, so you need big screen.
That's right. Do you want crisps or something salty? I always find that helps when I'm sick.
It's maybe a good idea. I'm just going to fill this back up. Thanks.
It must have been when I moved it after that live, I placed it over the cable.
Maybe, yeah.
Because Des was listening to it. That's why I wasn't so concerned about it. That's why I don't have all the time listen to it. Des was watching it.
Because I didn't say that anything was wrong. It was only when we went to the second time I was like, oh, that doesn't
No,
sound
it
right.
was a good spot. Des was listening to it and he said it sounds. He noticed the sound.
This camera.
Yeah. So I just moved it back so it's still really muted sharp. I think surprisingly the BBC are using it a lot now. So.
Oh, is it cool? No. I didn't even realise.
No?
Actually, I think I want it in front of that.
Oh no, I phoned you up.
Okay, we'll try the boxes.
God, just one of them. Yeah, it's tomorrow this time round, so we will have less moaning on the box one. It's just it's such a better shot with them just ever so slightly higher up.
Yeah, because you don't have the railing.
No, you don't have the railing.
That's
it
the eye
means
line.
you sit exactly that.
Oh, that's not where the wheels are. Are you working the weekend?
I'm working Friday, and then I'm off for 5 days.
Oh, nice. Doing anything?
And then packing up the house because we're moving in a week and a half time.
It's fun.
So,
Exciting.
yeah. Are you off on holiday or are you just having leave? Extra time off?
I'm just going to Nice for 3 days.
Oh, lovely.
Yeah.
Friends, family?
Good. Friends.
Nice.
Yeah, which is weird because normally my family and I get some friends every year, but we're not this year. We're still getting to go. Just not with them.
Have your family got a place out there? Or you just
No, they just love it.
go, no?
Can I sit on this? I'm really great.
Yeah, fine.
What? Is that a big I was like
you're all
saying
good.
yes, I was like, really,
Yeah.
it's not even my kit.
It's not my kit either, it's not my problem. Oh, lovely.
Yeah, so hoping these feelings will go away. I was going to go to the cricket tonight, I just messaged my friend saying, do you want my ticket? Because I hope when I get home, I'm just going to go sit down. Oh yeah. Do you know what? I'm not going to act like I'm a cricket fan. I'm
You've
really
got
not.
no idea, you're just going.
My friend is a cricket player, so he gets his like free tickets.
Oh,
So
nice.
if I also go just for like the fun of it, then well, I do anyway.
Yeah.
I just said to him like, do you want it? Because I don't want to do that tonight.
Yeah.
Why do you need to put anything else? The light? This light?
Yeah, let's bring that light over, but probably that monitor.
Oh yeah. Sort of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to slowly like untangle it a little. I'm admitted defeat, but I'm trying to do possible. Take it slightly less. Just like that. So if you're feeling sick, actually now I can actually give this a notice. Not a problem.
I'm just getting more to the ground.
Is there a final? Yeah, so
Yes, he is. He is in the media centre because he is meeting to do his pool first pool job at
Nice. I haven't seen Alan in ages. Actually, last time I saw him was when I just got back to work after having like months off when my appendix burst. And he tells me that his wife's appendix burst, so they didn't get it all out, so it burst again. And I was like, that is the last thing I want to hear when I've just had my appendix out, that it could happen all over again.
Yeah, that excruciating pain I went through.
It's like, you know what, I thought it was all over. Right, where are these plugging in?
Right, so that's one will go into this.
Does this go in here?
No, it goes, there's a, so that black box,
This?
yeah,
Yeah.
that supplies that one. Is there a big final send-off tonight for this event, or is it quite low-key?
It's a press and then there's a bilat with Ron. It's not like a big gathering dinner or anything like that.
I've seen all of these Republicans wearing ear bandages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you heading out to the Democrat convention?
Yeah.
Nice. Not at the moment. No, I think I'm on standby if I'm missed. Who's going out with you?
Must
Oh, lovely.
yeah, my first words.
Nice. Good first one to have.
Yeah. Well, it's actually meant to be my fourth, but
So you've been on standby for months.
well, one of them got cancelled, got bit. The other one I was meant to go to Israel, then my appendix burst.
Oh gosh.
And the third one was America on Sunday, but then that all fell through in the end.
Oh, no. Completely different, no doubt. So I apologise if he ends up actually with it. Because he wants it differently, but that's how I do it. Probably give it a couple of hours, he would need that anyway.
Moving away, so.
Yeah, I feel a lot. Not the most recent. Oh, last week I was in Paris for the election done at Whitehall. Basically, the whole day before the election was away. Open us a week. I'm there now.
That's good.
It's all a bit of a blur now after the
Yeah,
election.
it was warm.
Yeah, but no, I certainly had a couple of weeks. I think Sam Williams, the Brussels bureau, who was off for a few weeks in May, so I was coming with him in Brussels for 2 weeks. So we ended up
So
filming.
he's actually over there now, is that right?
Yeah, he's over there now. Yeah, no, he's been over there since February, I would say.
What?
Yeah.
Been a bit out of the loop.
Yeah. So
That's good as well, so that's fine.
yeah, we've got quite a few backers actually. We spent most of the time in northern France, in my region. There was a girl guy from Crossing. We managed to get access to the family. So we did that. And then just stay up there and just try and get into the Crossing from there. And then Conway it went out the last week of the election, but LNG gas.
Oh, did you do the ghost, the ships one?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
that was
yeah.
brilliantly done.
Yeah, it's good fun that. So we were
Down on the beach, like timing pieces to
Yeah,
camera for
yeah.
brilliantly.
and then on the boat, the speedboat, chasing after them.
Yeah, that was
Did they tell you we got boarded by the Belgian Navy?
no, I
No,
didn't.
because we got too close to the gas tank.
Oh, so it wasn't their private security. I wasn't sure if they'd had like water cannons or something. That
No. So we hired the speedboat. Because hired the speedboat, and then we just got so close that over the communication was the Belgian Coast Guard saying stop what you're doing and give us your coordinates. And the next thing we know, this Navy boat comes out of nowhere.
Oh well, at least they're good at like stealth
Well,
Navy
exactly.
ops.
Yeah. So yeah, the gorgeous. But no, that's fun. Fun day out. On a trip to Berlin, I tried to get a camera assistant on it actually. It was a big interview. It would have been perfect for a camera assistant because it was a 3-camera shoot on the own. But foreign one paid for it. Really annoying. He even went to Ed. I thought, you know what, I'll have to see if he can pull the string. But yeah, that was shit.
That white fabric isn't going in front of the candle, is it?
That's a good shot. Heard that. So how many years were you working with that Conway for?
I 3-4 years.
Alright.
I still can't count the time because of the pandemic. 2019, and I stopped free to do reporting, and I went back to Ed and then I became music.
Okay.
So the best part of 4 years.
Alright.
Definitely the best part of 4 years. It's very fun, and then I was with and past that, did my time in.
You've had some decent correspondent ages as well.
Ed's lovely to work with. Goes out of the other.
Yeah, we did that. I worked with Dan very briefly before he left the BBC.
Oh yeah, we know.
Yeah.
Oh no. Yes, it is. I think we definitely would be if we live into our output or as an end. Let me go to. I'm just musician down on the ground, so I can't. I'm going to go to the output yes teams, and I'll get back to you. So what's your name again? Georgie, and your thing is to be live into so Mark Austin doing these live. Okay, yeah, let me know and then I'll then check with the right team when I know what it if it's an island or otherwise. Thanks.
So since then, which is good because it's so boring.
That Wyberg shot was really nice actually on that magazine. What's real?
Yeah, I practiced on this.
Yeah. No, they're really good. Oh, good.
Shoo!
Oh, you in Scotland for that? Were you Scotland?
No, I was at Black.
Oh, yes. thought Blythe was going to be first, and they were wrong located. Chips and everything.
And like, the kind of want to use like after like 2 a.m. It's 8 to 6 anyway. So it's a while to just sit there.
The joy of chasing ridiculous milk. I had the opposite. I had basically nothing to do with the property.
Quiet and then
As soon as you got to sit, that was like busy. The work one would get a car park, and it's a seat as well. Set some stuff in.
Oh, is that the behind the scenes stuff?
And that reverse.
Oh, great, yes. I will flag. Thank you.
oh yeah, shall we do what was it as well?
It was going live. They did, was called that live, didn't they? The
Uh,
400, this camera, the interview.
yes,
they've got
I
that, yeah.
believe so.
It's such a mug shot. It's emergency one.
Long shot as well. Slightly more like an 80s beef.
Give me a massage.
Yeah. Don't remember it being that big when
I was just from my US visa, and now like it's just such a perfect like headshot for accreditation I should use it. Even though I look disturbed, but in terms of like no smiling and like shoulders and hairs and all that.
I wonder if you had lost him too. I was surprised that he wasn't out this week. Because if there's an American trip going, lost him on it. I don't know how he manages to do it. He was out there for trouble in New York. Which wasn't that good as well. I'm genuinely shocked he wasn't out this week. There was a camera assistant going out this week.
Yeah, sure.
Your Rosa check picked up more mobile actions.
We all do the same amount except one a month.
Did you find out the password for the Wi-Fi?
Yes, it's B, lowercase.
Which one are we looking at? Media?
No, it's 24.
And it is?
B, lowercase.
Yeah.
I, oh sorry, 1, number 1.
Yeah.
E, N, but with a one instead of that first L. 24 exclamation mark. Can you refeed the Becky that energy was glitchy apparently?
Yeah, do you want to take that line off the card? That's probably the easiest way.
Do I need to take my call out?
Yeah, of course it's looking at me.
Do you know how to do that? Sorry, I didn't ask that before.
That's what I was just trying to figure out.
No, it's fine. Let me go and do that. Are they still recording the NM?
I don't know.
I'll force out. Super. Yeah, that's the yeah, so you hit thumbnails and you scroll down. Find out yes. You don't mind calling it saxophones. Hey, what name is the main camera? Yeah. No, 5, that's fine. I'll be like that. Yeah, that's fine. I'll be done. Alright, cheers. Bye.
We're going to play it down the line, if that's okay. Yes, yeah. And one second. Shall I add you all with Beth? Just to say anything. We'll have to check it once. Yeah, cool, that's it.
Yeah, the feature will be up already.
Yeah, the feature will be up already. We're just hoping to play it out. Okay, no worries. I'm just looking at the setups to feed in event Cooper into Beth Rigby, but we're hoping to just put it down the line on the camera that will be live on, if that makes sense. Okay. Perfect. Okay, thanks so much. Thanks so much. Yeah, they said it's good to go and it's on NF27.
So like all you do, there are play buttons at the top. You just press the middle one up and select.
this wall here.
Oh, this wall here. Oh, in terms of what you're talking about.
Yeah, because it's like this little bit still.
Yeah. So I won't worry too much about that wall. I would go off the uprights because they're the ones that people know
Oh, I
the
see, I
most.
see, I see.
So if it looks wonky
Yeah.
because your uprights, the columns are not straight,
Yeah.
that's a problem.
Brilliant.
But this, because that is that the white? I can't quite see. Is that the white?
That's that wall behind.
Yeah, so that's never going to be dead straight.
Yeah.
It's a curve.
Of course, yeah.
So as long as those look like they are dead straight and they're clean,
I think by doing my hair.
then you're fine. So I think you're not too bad.
Thanks.
Yeah, no. Horizon, if you're looking at a flat horizon, but most often it's the kind of and that's what you pick up most of the time. So,
A bit skewy. They didn't have that long set up, was it?
yeah, no, you did very, very well. There was a lot of pressure.
That's not bad.
There you go, another one to add to your list. Give it a few years and she might remember you like Starmer.
Or like that.
Or like Beth, yeah. I met Beth before, but I didn't want to.
No.
There's a time to bring it up.
So the new Prime Minister can remember me, but he was quite
Yeah. That says it all.
I was genuinely around the PA. I went through a phase of seeing him like once a week, every week for about 2 months. Ridiculous.
Okay, not everyone can say their name by name via Prime Minister. You're just playing the long game with them.
Yeah, exactly. Knew what I was doing.
Who's feeding reverse? So the reverses aren't coming in yet.
No, I'm going to feed them in a second. On the TV they do the reverses.
Do they have that?
No, unfortunately that's on the reverse.
Because she's saying Beth's mic isn't on the way that came in.
Yeah, it's not. It's on the reverse.
Oh, so that's
It will be there, but it's on the reverse.
Oh yeah, yeah, it's fine. That's what she's panicking about. But I can say it's. There's no rush.
No, we're good.
TV and yes.
Hi Toby, it's Grace, how are you? Thank you. I'm just calling to double check that that Cooper interview with Beth is just fed in okay. I think they said Vet Cooper and Beth Rigby, I think it's on NM27, just check this out.
I'll send the best interview first, and then I'll send the shots of behind the scenes.
Great.
Okay, perfect. Cool, okay, thanks so much.
Did I hear you say NO27 for the refeed?
Proving. En eigenlijk de next couple from the best.
So it's on next slide.
Yes. And that's with Tamara, who's heading back
that, or?
Yeah, at least I actually have that. I don't know what that was about. I think she must have been looking at the viewfinder.
Yeah.
And it is warm.
I was
So,
going to say, the other thing is it's so easy to get
and it's
dehydrated.
actually very white around here, so I wonder if that. Anyway,
It's also just very bright as well, that it could be causing. Who knows?
Sure.
hello, thank you very
How
much
are
for
you?
the recording of that. Oh my
I only
god,
got
an
one. I
ice
don't know
cream
where the other
voucher.
ones are.
That
You
is
put in a shirt.
real love.
They're apparently very nice.
Have you had one?
I haven't, no.
I
I
might
had to
see
rush
if I
back
can.
from that thing. But
Yeah, well, I'm
all
sure.
the journalists who do absolutely nothing recommended the salted caramel and mango. One
They
of
have
them's
not
had
been
2 ice
doing-
creams already.
Right, well, you can go on your way out because as soon as this live is done, go.
Damn it, go.
Yeah,
Go.
definitely. So
Like
you
a
don't-
little drive-by ice cream man. Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys. Right, I left my earpiece somewhere, like here. There it is. I'm waiting to get my jacket.
your notes I put on your bag.
Your bag is all over there.
My bag's over there. My jacket's over here.
Is this Beth's
Not yet.
earpiece? Does anyone know?
Spill anything on it?
Probably.
Oh, is it out? I had one that was spare.
Where are we doing?
I
Doing
wouldn't worry
the
too
thing
much
over here?
because it's a universal one, it's not
Okay,
a custom fit, so.
thanks.
But I would say hold on to it because you need one, and I did have one.
That must be this then.
I think so. I think she's taken that and that's like the one we've got left.
Yeah.
Either way, she didn't have a custom one. So
Sorry, it's turned off.
Yeah.
It might be best to have that clips to that smell. Just because the box is a little bit further away, so.
Should I raise a 6?
Yeah, let me give you that. That's one. Take a look. That's better.
I saw John Sparks at the
Yes.
down there.
And he Adele at least is aware of the fact that.
We had a chat.
Great. Great, great, great.
Sorry?
Sorry, I've talked to Grace. It's a camera thing that I've been looking at. This debate whether to go with the European Political Review design or whether to frame in between two big columns, and I'm not sure. So there's no golden rule, but basically
Well,
whatever you fancy.
did Grace tell you about our triumph covering the first day of Parliament when we were sent to do a live at 2 o'clock? And we were there for 6 hours.
Oh my god. This is happening.
No, it was basically the swearing in and the election of the speaker, which I think was slightly not quite realised would be such a big ceremonial deal.
Right, oh god.
Because it was like, it was all very like, just
Yeah,
go
so I
down
was
there,
yeah,
talk a bit about it, and I was
That's
like,
what I've been
because like, when I
doing.
came in, they
Camera.
wouldn't really said to me, I was
So,
just like,
yeah,
they
it's
said,
kind
oh,
of
just
framing
go
it
down.
with
I actually came in
I'll
and they
move
were doing
over
live about
to
something
the
else
box.
at the time, just go down and see what's going on. And then it was all like,
Oh my god, yeah, and the next half. And the
and it
next
was
half.
like, right, I was really.
Can I move the box? Sorry, we've got to go slightly.
And it was, so yeah, and it was all going on.
So the newbie MPs coming through.
Yeah, it was good. No, it was with the election of the speaker, which is where like there's the whole thing where
They
Black
dragged
Rod
through.
comes out and they do drag the chair, he knocks on the door, and
Yeah,
all
and they're
that
going
stuff.
back and forth,
It's
back
quite
and
a big
forth.
round. It was in the central lobby. There were like MPs lining both sides, and it was total silence. They told us not to speak because it was total silence, and so they were like talking over it. I was like,
And
Tomorrow, would you mind signing on the
Yeah.
bus? Who is apart from, I know she looks like she's looking down. She rode the track up it all.
I'm afraid it's slightly more relaxed, but if you have a look at that,
hi. Yes, I can.
see if that's better for you.
Yeah, I just keep avoiding that wall. I think that's my issue.
Yeah,
Got
so
a thing against the wall.
I have a thing
Great.
against the wall, however, you've got to
I'm not aware of it, but tell me about it.
So only if it's in a little bit.
Yeah.
Do you know about Zelensky wrap? What did we say in it? Yeah, that'd be fab.
You saw the message saying go.
Is there a Starmer ahead of me, or fine, lovely?
Is that enough?
Yeah, that's better. Thank you.
I can give you more if you want.
Yeah, that's fine.
I don't need to hear it nicely.
It's hard to balance out the sky.
Yeah, I think you've got to sacrifice the sky a little bit.
Yeah.
The key is to make sure the palace is not too dark, because obviously some of that's in the shade. So I would focus on that more than the
I don't think it is.
cloud. You happy with that?
Yeah.
I'm not afraid of the bird. If you...
There he is. Excellent.
You've got the fancy one.
I do, yeah, of course. Quality beer, you know. More bells and whistles.
Do you want to have a quick look? Are you happy?
I think I'm happy, but you can go.
Nice. I'd say it's a little bit overexposed.
So,
Just on on Tamara's face,
yeah.
you want to kind of only have a very smidge, or actually no zebras really.
Okay.
But it might have been because she's looking down.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, yeah, there are quite a few zebras.
Yeah, so I just pinned them down a little bit. I did notice in Beth's line I was having to ride the ice a little bit because the sun was moving a bit.
Yeah, okay. Okay, I think that's better. Still a few, but then I feel like if they take it down too much.
It's fine.
Let's go.
You know what I do is I'm going to pull some back a little bit and push them back.
We've done some squats and we'll be back.
Okay, nice.
See the balance of the points. Sharp
Cool,
as
then.
they,
Yeah. No, that looks good, I think. But like sometimes when you stare at it for so long, you're like, does it look good?
Yeah,
You know what I mean? You're like,
it's difficult with the eyepieces as well. You actually really get in because it's so bright
yeah.
outside.
I think that's why I made it so overexposed, because I was like looking at it from far away.
Yeah,
So
that's
it looks darker.
almost certainly right. Do you always find that box you want?
Yeah, thanks.
The other thing is when they say if 30, 1 minute, 10 minutes, just shout it out to people. Sometimes I find it expands. Sometimes you get too close.
Oh, I didn't realise what you said.
No, that's
what you
fine.
meant when you were saying
No, that's
time.
fine. So basically, what I would say is when you've got a crowd of people,
Yeah.
what I find is useful for everyone to know. So if Gary say it was so they say 30 seconds to you, just shout 30 seconds.
Oh, it's something like when they're coming on.
Yeah,
Oh,
before
cool.
they come on,
Okay.
yeah, so then everyone knows. Obviously, once they're live, there's anything.
I was just looking at you a bit.
No,
going
no,
out,
no,
I was
it was
thinking-
fine. It was fine. It was because I was talking about two things, like recording and time. But yeah. Are you hearing okay?
Yeah, fine.
Maddie just said pause for tomorrow live.
What?
Maddie just said pause for tomorrow live. Oh, sorry. She's referring to
Oh,
the
the
feeding, yeah.
feeding
Sorry, I just got the
audio on FTV.
yeah. Sorry.
Yes, Jane, I think it is. I mean, there's been a very warm reception to Keir Starmer's mood reset, if you like, declaring from the off that he wants to be a friend and partner of European countries, ending a rocky few years after Brexit and put Britain right at the heart of things. The government, it was actually the previous government who organised this summit, chosen Blenheim Palace because of its association with Winston Churchill, who was born here, to make the point that he, of course, stood up to tyranny in Europe, and Keir Starmer's talking about the same thing happening again, the gathering storm, and everyone having to work together, whether they're in the European Union or outside it, in order to stand up to the threat from Russian aggression. It was after the invasion of Ukraine that this summit, the European political community, was set up, and it's quite a coup for Keir Starmer to be chairing it just 2 weeks into becoming Prime Minister and able to meet all these key figures who he has said he wants to negotiate a closer relationship with. Now, of course, top of the agenda is Ukraine, and there is a lot of unity here on the need to stand up for Ukraine. Volodymyr Zelensky is here. He's sat next to Keir Starmer in that first session, and he made some strong points about the fact that not only does he need more help for an intensification of fighting over the summer, he needs more air power and all of the things that have been discussed, but also he says that Europe needs to stay united. This is a bit of what he told us. Yeah. So he wants Europe to stay united. The only voice of dissent here really is President Viktor Orban of Hungary, who we had a moment with earlier today, he's just come back from what he called a peace mission in Moscow to see Vladimir Putin, which we know that the President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, has just described as an appeasement mission. This is very much, he wants Ukraine and Russia to get round the negotiating table. The other leaders here want to help Ukraine to defend itself. So he's the only voice of dissent here, but there are real questions being voiced by other leaders, the Prime Minister of Denmark, for example, some of the Baltic states, about the speed of delivery of help to Ukraine. They said the decisions are being made, but it's actually delivering those arms that's going to make a big difference. So, look, this is an important forum for Keir Starmer to meet European leaders and talk about issues of importance like migration, and we'll be hearing more about that later. There will be an announcement on more cooperation in order to stop people crossing the channel and crack down on people smugglers. But in terms of practical steps to help Ukraine, there's been a lot of discussion here that will need to turn into practical help. Certainly that's what the President of Ukraine has been saying. Thanks. Right.
Thanks so much, Pam.
Great.
Are you off now?
I'm off. I'm going to have to get my bus
Nice.
to
Bus back to London?
back to Oxford Parkway Station.
Okay. And then train or
And then
running? Or
train.
your mic's up. Yeah.
Right. Well, team, I've enjoyed it.
Thank you. Thanks,
Well
Hal.
done.
Hoping you get an opportunity to get an ice cream.
Safe trip back.
I would be very sad if you didn't. Thank you very much. How long are you staying here?
I am hoping that maybe about 3 o'clock when Adam gets here, I can
Adam Merch.
Adam Merch here and I can shift off.
Lovely. I'm hearing that the buses are leaving.
Quite regular, that's good.
So was Winston Churchill born here or is it in Oxford?
He was born here at Leonard Palace, this is his ancestral home. And then he lived at another place which is well worth visiting, called Chartwell.
This is crazy.
I know, it's not bad, eh?
My house could fit into here about 100 times.
Right, love to see you guys.
You too.
See you.
See you.
Safe trip back.
Is this yours tomorrow?
That's what my house is like. Yeah.
Okay, I'll see you.
See you.
Said.
Yeah, nice.
up, but if you go too far, you risk
Oh, of course.
getting a bit of risk.
Is that dry now? How are the swans?
Got some door. It doesn't matter, I've got a sequence. I was just gonna. It'd be nice to go a bit closer to the water. Duck.
It'd be nice to get in the water.
Oil. Frickin' gazebo, man.
Yeah.
You guys having a fun day?
Oh, we're up a minute ago.
You almost threw up. Why?
I don't know what it was. I think I was just hot and looking through the viewfinder, and I felt really motion sick and also felt like
Well, look,
we didn't actually know.
standing on the tiny box and wobbly.
Yeah.
It'll get you. Because ideally I'd like to go right down there and just get a little duck flapping between some shoes next to the water.
You actually want to
And then
go right in the duck
see
space.
what's done, you know.
Do we have any transcripts of those grabs that we wrote? Should be. They might be lesson prior to.
No, you are correct. No, checking that. Sorry about that.
No, not at all. Right, we can do that. Let me.
Oh, lovely.
Hello. Right,
We're west, aren't we?
it should be in there, but let me.
Oh, brilliant.
Thank you. It might just be that I missed it because I'm driving. Actually, there's so much more this morning. I didn't want to put everyone in at 6 in the morning. No one's going to read through it anyway.
That would be amazing.
Whoa.
says otherwise. My back of my head
Yeah.
says otherwise.
We're stood in one, and then the other one always goes to the end. They're going to the Chinese desk. Well, we arranged it so because the ones we put in.
Yeah.
So. That's this one. This west.
Yeah.
So that's those.
So the very end one.
That one.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean. Sorry. So this one here is. Oh, I see. Yeah. Oh,
Wide and it's too long at the start, so that's
Actually, we didn't see a swan. We saw two ducks. And they were really nice. They sort of cleaning up their nose.
It's weird, they look just like waterfalls.
Also, that's such a niche humour. Like, yeah, man got a waterfowl roll. Gosh, so embarrassing.
Glad you got a duck from all over.
You have to. The one over there. Have you seen an email on reverse FTV?
No, I haven't.
So I included you there.
Thank you. I just wasn't checking my phone, but I will check now.
It's basically on the server.
Amazing.
It's the shittest reverse you'll ever see.
Wow.
That's not good.
This is like,
You should see it. That's the shittest reverse.
oh wow.
Yeah, we got that.
Sounds like you guys did a really great job.
Yeah, for 3 seconds.
Yeah, I think you can watch it.
I was about to take it to be the yeah, Washington. Sorry? Make it look good on the ground though.
Plane selfies.
Me? Yeah, I know, right?
Yes, Millbank. It's just all coming through the Millbank desk rather than splitting the two home and Millbank.
Hello? No, I'm just going to Oh, yeah, he's doing the call, so as soon as he's finished call, I think Right, okay. Yeah, so now I should be... Yeah, you first, do you mind? I will come by the van, because I've got the library swaps.
First down this week. Yeah, I should say 3 days off for mini break.
If he comes
Mini
to
break
you
for
first, you have to make call me. So I'll give you a shout and I'll go with that.
Fine. 7 months.
Grace is still in, yes. Yeah, I think.
Yeah?
I'll inquire and work it out.
She's like my size.
Do get
And
Time for the big old takeoff.
big arm lass. And the baby is 10 pounds.
No, right, exactly.
Is that big? I don't know how big the babies
So
are.
back to Bristol, yeah, exactly. No, I'll have to start asking questions.
She was quite big.
Yeah, I'll start asking questions. I'll give you a shout in a second when I'm on my way back soon. Alright, cheers. Bye.
Looks like the baby is like 2 months old. Maybe. So I signed this.
Yes. Basically, I get a call from the time. So that's it. Like I do think I was meant to go on 12 this morning. And I started at 8. No. 8 then 4. 12, yes.
Yeah,
So I just don't look
okay,
at my
so no,
rotor.
they don't want to.
They told me like, let's take a selfie.
I wish I did. Everyone was like, shut up, but I
Pretty much.
Lucy Bishop.
Oh no, that doesn't include the gravel family. That's like on site. That's not included.
Right. Stay here for 5 hours. This is the best one. Going back to media stuff. We're going to try it.
Yeah, no, that was funny. And they were expecting you to just be like, oh, just like
Sorry, I know you wouldn't. I
or
was just
something, and then you were like, no.
I wanted to cover my bag. I'm like, okay, my whole we don't know
Right.
professional.
But he recognized you. Wait, how did you end up talking?
I just said welcome.
Okay.
And like, just like I expected him to say hi and then like smile, whatever. And he stopped. I said it 3 times. And he stopped and he was like, shook my hand. So I was nodding. And like,
You know what? Something.
just double checking, but she said yes.
but I wanted to show you guys.
That is quite definite.
Yeah, we should have a cool track.
Like,
And I was
you
like,
how
I guess he's a bit
So I think I've got to go, but I want that's one option.
That's so wild.
Did you take your hand on it just to do it again?
that's
You know, that's perfect. Oh my god.
Happy?
Yeah.
Do you want to raise it or are you happy with
No,
that?
no, came close.
but he's super strong.
Yeah.
So that is pretty
I
much
wanted
just
to try and get to it. Like,
that 7, yeah.
whatever.
Wash it, just the... Oh no.
Well,
I was gonna ask you that I've been having this time.
It was quite like intimidating for him to walk up, I thought. I don't know, it was just
oh, did she take that with
It
her?
is.
yeah, I was like holding them for ages.
It's like I'm running out.
Where were you at the time?
I was down in the media centre
Sunday.
monitoring.
Oh,
That
okay.
right.
And
Actually horrid in
Is it recorded or is it?
I don't think it was recorded for like the news channels,
They do,
but
just to give
we have a live stream.
because there's so many lights going on as well.
Wait, so like I can watch it.
I don't know if it recorded or if it was just a live
That'd
stream.
be interesting.
It was just like you at the side, like.
Oh my
got your
god,
phone.
were there a lot of people seeing that?
I don't know if anyone else was getting the live stream apart from the little room we were in, but maybe.
Oh my god. And the room was just you and
Yeah, and other
Will we
people.
actually see the video?
No, they were like, you
Cat,
sure.
we've still got that.
Yeah. So this is what we're getting from the plenary at the
Yeah,
moment.
I
It's not much. And then
I
on
got a
our
message
other-
that I can like come say bye.
Yeah.
Still.
Do you want to get up at the back and then put your arm in? Does that
Sure.
make sense? Yeah. It hasn't got a clip, so if you just put your arm through your sleeve now, it will sort of hold it in place.
They're not doing that now, am I?
But someone mentioned
You could bring the phone round.
Sorry, I'm just going to put this in your belt.
Yeah.
And then here's your microphone.
In case they don't roll over the top and they decide to roll it right off the back. Don't worry about me.
You just step sort of like by that step.
Okay.
That should be that right.
One that's a little closer to you so you can reach down.
Sure.
Just turn the lights on.
The sun has got in, which will change things, but also if we position this one up.
Azerbaijan and Armenia, he said. I think, could you just check? I think they're in a state of war.
Yeah, they are.
If you wouldn't mind just stepping ever so slightly closer to me. Yeah.
I'll just try this one.
Over Nagorno-Karabakh. Over Nagorno-Karabakh.
Yeah, okay, yeah. Yes, I get it. It's perfect. Thanks. Yeah.
Saying that they were trying to foster an environment where they can meet, but they're not willing to.
Oh, they're not. Did
They're
he
not.
say that?
Yeah, in a meeting. On the record.
Okay. unusual correspondence.
Yeah. No, that's great. Thank you.
Okay.
Lovely. Just open it up ever so slightly.
What else were you doing all day?
Just
Medium monitoring.
Medium monitoring in the morning, and
Thanks.
then I was out of the shop.
Was that nice? Did you get any beer?
No, I was not welcome in the gift shop.
Really?
It was like a. So it was so hard to get in. I had to get a red thing to get in.
Discount. So I usually don't say clubs as well, but discount.
Yes, I can, thanks.
And then I went in and all the gift shops were like.
It's just
But then I got these reservations that no black people and just like stay there. And
You're on, I think you're on.
yeah, I was on the website and I think it was mainly for like media.
But they don't like.
Yeah, they didn't like stuff.
Yeah. Because I saw a lot of leaders in there.
perfect would be to make it discipline or just.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, there's like the time split right now. So
Yeah.
it's not like I had a note.
Sorry, it's it's because it's switching temperatures. I'm sorry, it is. You can put it on 35 if you want. I just find me
Hi, this is Amy at the Stand Up West. Yeah, I think definitely escorts, especially at the East stand-ups, like where the unbooked ones are. There's quite a lot of people floating around. Hard to tell.
Yes, I believe so.
I'm Chris.
Hi, Grace.
Oh, which one is on here?
Sure.
She's on the screen.
I did see her, she looked quite stressed, and she was like,
I heard she has a pretty bad reputation.
no, I think
Oh crap, man. So gift shop and then you're like the one did you That was like no, right? I actually thought I wouldn't be doing much. I'd just be standing on the riser there, like the rivals. Actually, we had quite a lot to do.
Yeah,
And
what
so,
was
like,
it?
first of all, 2 people got, I think 3 people got. One forgot her diabetes and had to take it.
That's right, yeah, we've heard a lot about rebuilding the relationship with the European Union, and that includes
Something like that.
the heads of state of other European
No,
countries resetting it, rebuilding it. A lot of talk about trust, good faith, those sort of confidence-building terms that probably say a whole lot about where the relationship in the UK is with the European Union. But this meeting, it's really quite unusual to see pictures
That is
now
what
of
impressed
the
you.
second
That's your
plenary session, the second group session of
So yeah, you're
this
just like,
summit. You'll notice in the
And,
actual hall
yeah,
there
and
are
then
no
a lot of, like,
flags there.
positioning people, 'cause, like, there isn't space
Just
for
the
the
names of the
at the
leaders
front for
involved.
the
It's a
interviews.
leader-led
So we have to know, like, the
session
sequence
that
of
they've
that.
called it. It's designed to be informal. It's designed to foster
So we have to
communication,
announce
discussion,
the
sort of thing that doesn't
chat
ordinarily happen a lot of these
Who's
summits.
arriving?
They don't have to
So it
solve
means
any
look at
problems. There's no joint statement, there's no joint communicate. It's all about the
And then-
chat, in a way. Bilateral chats,
Yeah, the other thing
formal
is just getting
conversations
whatever,
off
like,
to
say,
the sidelines. It's
right,
really quite a
eventually
different
down to
sort of
Right.
summit organisation here at the Palace, which is
that is quite a
very
lot.
formal, by the way. But here we are. There they are in this large tent with 45 seats around a very big table. Interesting cast of characters there. We've got Viktor Orban, the hard right leader from Hungary. We've got the leaders of Armenia and Azerbaijan. They are officially at war with each other, although we understand that they haven't actually spoken to each other. And right now we're expecting the leaders of 4 working groups to come and report back to the general meeting. That's what we're expecting. They've had 4 working groups: migration, energy, and 2 groups on democracy. The leaders of those groups will then present their findings. It sounds and feels a bit like a company outing, a company working away from headquarters. It's really quite different. The UK was in the migration group, along with Italy, Hungary, Denmark, Germany, so a very diverse group of countries in the migration group. Again, they don't have to come up with any recommendations, they don't have to come up with a solution. They're there to sort of share their problems and share potential solutions. So it's really quite different, a really different way to handle the talks between the leaders of various European countries.
You probably know what she does.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You saw me alone? Yeah.
She came in like late and then she walked this way. And then
Because she didn't want to do the
maybe. Is that why? Interesting. But then I was like kind of oblivious over where she's coming in. Tried to walk across like flagged it. And yeah. That would have gone like super weird.
I hate when they just like overreact. It's like so embarrassing.
Yeah.
Everyone's like looking at you like, who's that?
Really weird. Trying to get to the gift. And then I was not watching it. Do you work with Rosie? And Disney? I guess you must be used to this organizations.
Yeah, kind of. Not with media, we usually with the news. So it's like a different
Yeah.
But we do have big events, but we're always like with like European news rather than or like other.
Yeah. It's nice that there's lots of like cross-cultural.
Yeah, it's really interesting. I think it's designed that way. It's really just the leaders themselves. They are essentially left to get on with it. They don't have large entourages. I mean, I should say that there will be a Labour delegation, a UK government delegation there as well. For example, this will be their first opportunity to meet President Zelensky from Ukraine to pledge their support to Zelensky, and that clearly has been a big mission for this summit, a really big priority to show European solidarity when it comes to Ukraine. I think also migration, the Labour government will want to talk about migration, security and defence. They want to talk about the sort of things that they think they can have discussions with the European Union on that could lead to agreements in the future. I mean, there are a whole range of things that Keir Starmer would love to get an agreement on around trade, veterinary agreement to ease the flow of agricultural products across the border, recognition of professional qualifications, that sort of thing. That's going to be much, much more difficult to strike a deal with the European Union on. I think that's why we've heard so much talk, so much language about resetting the relationship, rebuilding trust, creating goodwill, those sort of things. A lot of that sort of important mood music happening now. That's certainly the Labour government's intention. But actually getting some of the deals that they really want to do around trade, and that is Labour's foremost mission, isn't it? To increase growth, to get the economy turning over again. A lot of that stuff does involve the European Union. They need a constructive relationship with Europe, and I think this is really the first step in building that relationship. That's certainly our hope.
So I learned about the world of cookies.
What are you said you're in comms?
Yeah, so we're in like an embedded.
Yeah, it's interesting. I am sure that they are discussing that informally on the sidelines, potentially in their bilateral talks as well. I don't think anybody in Europe, perhaps excepting Viktor Orban, nobody is really particularly happy about increasingly isolationist United States, and that does look like the direction that the US is heading at the moment. But I think it's interesting. What officials are telling us is that
Europe.
this is an opportunity to talk about what Europe is doing for Ukraine. Also interesting
I
that
don't know
we're
concerts,
talking
but
about the
my main
importance,
one
the
is
actual importance of showing
Oh, so
Europe
you're
and
more
what
like
it's doing for Ukraine. So they're trying to keep it focused
rather
on
than like minutes.
what
They're like
Britain and its partners, Europe, is doing to help Ukraine, not only
with
America.
embassies here.
I don't know. Wait, so what Henry's role is just ministerial?
First one.
He is what I understand is he's track.
It also,
So I can't still be like not just like reactive press stuff. You'd be like making like some sort of strategic communications plan for like some conversation. Great. Yeah.
Well, yeah, he also came
And
to
then
visit.
perfect.
When I, the minister John was VP, when I went out to do some visit, she was the CBO, so she came as minister for Europe, and I was kind of like the president of the
Have you not met on your day?
No, is she? He was there or her concept.
okay.
Yeah.
Then it was Anya.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank God.
But then
So it's different. You don't remember.
no, so it like comms director and then comms. I think there's like some narrative around people prefer the different things and how they use about it. But then I don't know. But anyway, our team was originally for specifically dealing with the pregnant stuff.
Do you want a fan?
Over time it became
It's like being in, it's like being in Africa. It wasn't that bad. But,
There was a heat wave when I was there. Sure. I'll use it.
We also look after just making sure that diplomats are booked to have the all the policy areas. So we'll get the policy covered. And then
Earlier I
get
said
slides from
yes to 350. I said we were going to look to the transcript from the briefing, so if there's any other things you want to pick out that you want to talk about.
Yeah. Or you should come to the
So the sequence for 350 is they're going to run the Starmer grab ahead of you, and then you can throw
Also, I'm
the
not
next
British,
grab.
even if I am. It would be complicated.
Zelensky grab is just about how Putin's objective was to eventually within Europe, things failed, and then maintain unity, a more decisive Europe. Sorry, the more decisive Europe is if the unity the last 50 years.
no problem, I'll let you know if that.
what's going on at the moment?
What do you mean, sorry? Oh, it's in like in the actual program. Wrapping up the closing plenary, yeah.
And then the reception.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So, no, reception is next. Yeah.
But the king doesn't get invited to the reception in the library. And he doesn't get his quarters. So now he's there was Bina.
Yeah, probably for that time.
Very good.
Yeah, reception is quarters. Plenary finishes in 10 minutes.
Yeah, then
So we've got half an hour.
I don't know where I find the Treaty of London.
The what?
Treaty of London. It's on display somewhere.
In the town? You can walk up to it.
Where is that?
No, you can walk up to it.
Is that like the long library?
Maybe?
Well, of the many things.
I guess that's just another
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, he'd said it though during the election campaign.
Who's going to speak to Tim?
Is that Tim?
I've read it as a teenager, library reads, it's shaped the kind of person that he is,
Oh, okay.
all the stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
So,
Okay.
drawing a personal relationship between them.
He's going to get really busy around about 5.
European Charter of Human Rights? Convention.
What are they going to shoot?
I help with this live.
Yeah, you're so much That's not mine. I've had it.
How you doing? Not bad, thanks.
There's quite a lot of stuff. Caleb was just
I almost bought the gazebo for you as well.
Thanks so much for that, so let's see, live, signal held.
yeah, I mean quite lucky as well because they had the full stuff as well. I mean they had a predictions to there, that camera, and also cameras. So they were kind of dragged for you. I think it was just a shame that they left it up in the top left box. They kept the host feed there, but it was not. We just dropped the cameras, so they were just seeing nothing. And they had these that they could have used.
It was also a shame that they used this event.
Hi, so there will be one from 3:15 to 5 p.m. Sure.
So it'll be a lockdown between 3:15 and 5 p.m.
Okay, so that's it.
pretty soon.
But you can't go to that, even if I clearly now, you still can't go until you get keys from admin.
Is that like coming back here?
He's in this pool.
Go back to the meetings anyway.
Do you want to go and see the meeting?
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, do that. Yeah, do that.
Just go back to where I was before. They're in the executive plenary.
Yeah, so the compact
Plenary session.
the fibres that are coming out. They're all
That's the closing plenary. We've lost the. I'm assuming it's done.
So, yeah, so there's no on-camera remarks during the closing plenary. It's just the conversation we had earlier, so I'll turn around pictures of it.
Probably sat down.
It's all, it hasn't changed since the last slide.
one of the few others.
Let me double check with Brian. Thanks so much. Who else?
Just so you'll this light turn it off. The front of this, just because you can get it wrong, you do a bit of red
Are they impossible?
and then it's fully powered down. switch it off.
Can you hold the rest of it?
No, just press it. This is got
Okay, he's doing whatever.
camera side.
So there's no on-camera ops.
I was just going to say hi to and Adele would be you Georgie? Yes. Oh, lovely to meet you, sorry. Maddie. And this is Adele. I like going to be as I was here at 6 this morning. So yeah, this is the camera and at 6:20 and shows you about like
That was
very exciting. So
oh no.
it's in the green desk.
Was it like
Yeah, I'm not doing dropping out. 20. Oh, yeah, my work number. I know I've probably
like the
Good afternoon. All this technical.
oh, to see the
That one there.
Right, shall we
we're both gonna
mic you up?
handshake.
No, I got that together. Yes, fine.
I mean, if anything, it's improving. God, I wish I'm trying to ask if do you guys need anything with bylaws? You didn't really leaving.
Well, it doesn't really work with the second plenary. So I guess I'll come into Zelensky a bit later on.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to vote it. But in case it's just
It's a job. News us, but that's
What's Zelensky sort of
maybe also not like just like maybe get on with this. Yeah, basically.
He's talking about unity.
importance of
Importance of unity, how the best way to kind of
They're always such a
defeat Putin is to continue unity.
that may make it difficult or not possible. So it's very vague.
Putin's aim was to create division within Europe and has not succeeded, so continuing
Which I already
unity
have
is
like
the...
on my But anyway, I can't wait to see the old
Right, so if you just get you to come slightly forwards. Yeah.
But you could work with me.
Okay.
That's so much.
I can work for number 10 if I'm not Richmond. So it's so dumb.
Do you have a definite legal name? Or sentence?
I got pre-settled and settled like next. But it's not, it's about nationality.
No, we're east. Yeah. No, we're east.
We are east. So 18 should.
Wait, no, that's what we said.
No, we are west, you're right. Yeah. Because north is that way. So we're west.
Yeah.
Have they got their fingers wrong? They said that's... Yeah, where, or depends... Which way's north?
That's way.
That's north.
Yeah,
Okay,
so we're
right,
west.
right, we're fine. Sorry, I'm taking that as north.
Sorry, that's...
This makes sense then. I was getting confused because my friend is American and she couldn't work for any civil service. But that's because she doesn't have civil status.
But basically, yes.
To get
Or Irish.
We've got someone who's
Not to work.
Oh, right. Hi, team. How's it going? Yes. I'm on a stand-up position later this evening. What does it entail, like, when you students?
I don't think you'll have to worry about allocating them because they should all be in apart from these. I don't think if this is locked down to
Yeah.
5, they're not going to get it.
Well, that's why I'm the first one. So the people who report to it, and then it's a source of it, and it's like, oh, we can't work. Which is really shit. Yeah. I mean, it's an oversight on someone, but what we ended up doing was just posting them up in the empty ones as well. So there'll be empty ones here, over there as well.
When's your show?
6:30. I feel like it would really die down by that point.
Yeah, I mean, it's already.
You've got two more moments, I reckon.
Hi, Ursula.
Okay, that's great.
Other people booked in after that.
What booked in after that?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, you've got some.
Oh, fine.
That channel, oh, so Channel 4 might just do a line up.
No problem.
You know they
I-
get Channel 4 ratings. There might be
Tell
a
them.
But what do you actually have to do?
just to show them where they are. So like Channel 4 would be over there at that one.
There's a reception
How do you know which
scheduled, like some King's reception for
and then these guys can
4:45.
So there's permanent ones which they pay for, right? When they mentioned as well about like, oh, the ones you can book, these are the ones that have been booked like kind of today.
Hello?
So obviously Channel 4 have that. I assume what they'll do is
Sure, are we looking what, so 5 minutes?
they'll do their new show and they'll do like
Yeah. Are we looking 5 minutes, 10 minutes, do you think? 5 minutes, 10 minutes?
And this is the like the permanent.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't
yeah,
mind.
it is, yeah. Yeah. So it shouldn't deviate too
Yeah, just yeah, they'll just
Yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, as you notice, we're kind of here.
yeah, you're a good thing happening.
I like the end of it really turned up. Sometimes it's just turn up like 5
Feels better.
Okay.
up to 7 of them.
Yeah, well, it's better for it first.
So, second plenary finished at 3:45.
No, they said it's 15:40 now. Yeah, what's happening with my show? Do you guys know what's happening with my show?
That makes a lot of sense. Sorry, we got confused because they said there was a lockdown because they were leaving. But
Okay then. Okay, alright.
Yeah, 5 p.m. is.
So the plenary was pretty short, wasn't it?
Yeah, we should get out quite quickly.
Is this all? They're all in the same area, as the bylaws.
Hello. You're doing 400? Oh yeah.
Are you on the press conference?
But people keep asking.
Although the plenary, someone told me to sit down.
Where? What time do you think will last?
Yeah.
Interviews. Right, so yeah, stand up position.
What do I think? I mean, on here,
Check his
I
out.
reckon we'll use up all the time.
Was it Paddy? Yeah.
So I think there's, from what we've been told, there's a bit of flexibility in terms of like when this actually ends. Is some journalists might go back to the meeting and start.
Yeah.
I mean, there's someone on here who puts it all the way up to 10. Realistically, it's probably Channel 4. Around about 7 8. Yeah, but like I said, I would imagine it's actually like up to
So,
but I mean, he's got a snapshot from 2 to 10. So,
So there's a leaders' reception with the King at 4.
it says 3:45, but
Okay.
it's probably around.
Okay.
Did you call me?
yeah.
Oh, right. Okay, I thought I'd locked that phone. But yeah, thank you. Okay. Right, cheers mate. Bye. Is that the end? Yeah. Announced the town hall meeting, parish council meeting.
That's like just come back.
Yeah. After you. Well, did you ever have your veins stripped?
Yeah, I did that like 3 weeks ago.
How was it?
No, like a month ago now actually.
How was it? Been successful?
Yeah, it's more when it's like in comparison to the other operation.
Remind me, what was the previous one you had? It was forced upon you? Oh, that was it, yes.
But we're touch wood all good now.
Yeah, so the reception's
No more time off work.
3:45.
Again, it's a job. It's not the way of life. Get your priorities right.
Are you going to set up your own?
No, I'll be out here. Rather than teaching you on my contraption.
They're very fancy. Keeps on creasing though.
But then it's really
I have
helpful.
a linen like jumpsuit that
Well, I
I
bought
like
a shoe,
iron and
actually,
use it.
on Amazon. Might be another version. I know. Get one of those people.
Oh yeah.
One of those post-it
You guys put on
big London standards.
I'm on 14k steps.
Set up 20 Amazon franchise.
But that'll be hopefully a benefit.
So it'll justify my ice cream.
Exactly, yeah, exactly.
No, is that what that is? I was in Ukraine a few years ago and chilling in jungle. One of those ones you wear around your neck. It's got 2 fans. Constantly blowing. Well, that wasn't even with the makeup. That was just a internal journey.
I'm in an embedded content engagement team.
Oh,
Oh, you're more policy.
I'm diplomatic engagement is my main role.
All the departments are
But I do a little bit of media. I know
Yeah.
it's so busy. But I do a bit of media stuff in our embedded comms team.
Yeah. I used to do comms for NHS and then they had comms people as well.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, oh, we've got cancer setup.
Yeah.
Feed all it into the breast team.
I'd love one day to see a map of like everything.
What would like join the
Don't have
This is
one
the second
yet.
one. Or the first one.
Well, the one I've just done.
Yeah, we kind of just do that ourselves over at
Maloney wasn't there.
portfolio areas.
There's loads of little maps, but I would like to see the big maps.
The big organogram.
Well, that's kind of largely why I thought,
Yeah, I've been in the role for a year.
Thomas Hospital was chatting away.
Not ages.
So that's there.
It is. Yeah.
Hi, Ursula.
What about yourself?
Don't ask me all.
Okay.
Didn't do an A then, European League.
Okay.
I got Donald Tusk. Very chatty.
What were you doing in NHS?
So mine was in the press office.
What
but
next,
I looked after primary care, so it was no, I didn't. I looked after public health, which was like cancer, vaccine, things like that. So if we had any big news that happened, we had to
I feel like you must have been quite busy with COVID stuff.
usually I joined just as the rollout happened, and so I was just like one of my first initials.
That's crazy.
Like it's crazy. And then obviously, you know, the amount of booster shots and trying to find some creative way of getting people interested in that. So you have to say it was really rewarding because you can almost see the benefits of your own work because you hear the case studies and you're like, oh, I didn't realise that service existed. Like people don't know and they do it in the world state. It's really, really lovely.
It must be so rewarding.
Yeah, big time. You know, I mean, one of the main ones is like fit kit tests, you know, Valkyries. And we were able to revisit campaigns we did like 2 years prior. And like you see like big uptick, people who are like, oh, I heard about soccer, or
No, don't worry about me.
Yeah, so it's really like really nice. You get really passionate about it. You want to kind of protect doctors and nurses so they can do their job right. Not get hammered.
Where did Izzy say to come back? I haven't seen that message.
On the website. Oh, there's an update for Izzy. Majority of media.
So that's like inward visits from like European immigration visitors.
I help a little bit with inward visits. It's more domestic visits to like stakeholders. Just anytime they want to go anywhere, the team comes to me and then I arrange it all.
Okay.
I want to maybe go on to home tech visits on a promotion, but I know that won't be yet. I've only been in the role for like 6-7 months.
Yeah.
So it would be like I want to do a good job in the role I'm in.
Yeah.
And then maybe.
Yeah. It's crazy how like fast people move around.
It's actually a shame, but I feel like at the ATO, SEO level, that's the way it is.
Yeah. SEO have this like 2-year thing. You have to stay in the role for 2 years.
Oh really?
Yeah.
That's new.
Yeah.
What about EOIs? That seems like a sensible role.
I think it is sensible in some ways and has annoyed people in other ways. I don't know.
If you feel like you're ready to move on,
yeah.
and then you're prevented from doing
but I feel like it's taken me a year to like learn the business, so I'm happy to.
SEO comms is huge, right?
I think so. I'm not in the comms searches.
Oh, you're not?
No, I'm embedded in there. It's huge. So our
I'm
team,
confused as to how that differs.
yeah, me too. I feel like part of the year of learning is learning what it is next. So there's like a comms director, and then they're all split up into like different comms roles. And then there is sometimes an embedded comms team when it's like a really specific like issue that might need like I don't know like a go-to comms team in that. Ours isn't like just a comms team either. It's like engagement and multiple ways. So there's like business engagement, government engagement, diplomatic like a policy area or lots of or like just EU policy, cross-cutting EU policy as well. But like it's like a go-to team that can do those things without having to go like. But then we specialise. Yeah, and then there's like a link kind of. I don't know how to say it exactly. Then there's also like our team works with the consortium. That would make sense.
Yeah, no worries, no
Because there
problem.
are processes that you still need to it does make sense.
Like every department is so different in how we like do things.
Yeah.
What are you getting through that? Is it like all the radio stations?
Oh, that's a bit
I was just getting slow back.
people saying things like that.
No, not that.
What's the chatter been on that?
Some of it's like about the lockdown, some of it's about like channels not working, some of it's like do you need more channels or SLT? Most of it I don't think it's free. So I don't understand.
Okay, no problem. Yeah.
I really enjoy it. Not international, only the high-tech tickets to well, but domestic business, yeah. I really like it. It gets you out
That's
of
the best I can do.
Yeah. Like in the busier period, I was out on a visit like once a week, once every 2 weeks. Yeah. That would be like a couple of days just in a random place. Some of the visits are like definitely more interesting than others. Like, we've been to so many airports.
Is
Getting like a bit annoying.
Starmer meeting with Macron here?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Sorry?
I think so.
Not me, but my team. Yeah. I looked after both illustrations.
No.
Generally for my client, I did absolutely.
Maybe they haven't told us.
I know it's like there's one that's cheaper than the red apps. Like they would literally that much, like basically
It's here. They're having a bilateral dinner, aren't they?
Yeah. Yes, but the camera is the TV here. So
is it moving?
it means it here. It's on the list of entities, which is a six of entities. There's no really
the job is definitely dependent on like opportunities that you guys and how bad they can be.
it's like
Jane, that's a really good question, because one of the formats of the summit, and it is unique in this way, is that they don't come up with a joint statement at the end. They don't come up with a joint communique. I think it's more about problem sharing. It's more about having a safe space to discuss those matters that perhaps are more difficult to do in formal summits and formal meetings of heads of state and leaders across Europe. It's kind of like a meeting for the entire neighbourhood, some of the troublesome neighbours, some of the less troublesome ones, get a chance to get things off their chest and talk about things that they can't do normally. So it's quite unique in that way. I can tell you that the second plenary session, the second Greek meeting, that has just finished. I'll set the scene for you. It was held in a giant tent in the back garden of this place, 45 seats around a bare table, no flags, no decorations, just seats, the leaders, their place names. And I think that really is the idea, a frank discussion, frank conversations, frank sharing of views. And we've really got a diverse group of characters, a diverse group of leaders attending this session. For Labour, a fantastic opportunity, really, right at the beginning of their term in government, essentially to soft launch themselves into Europe. And we heard from Keir Starmer in that statement. There are things that they want to do, particularly with the European Union, on migration, cooperation with Frontex, for example, the European Border Agency, the sharing of intelligence and information on migration and illegal immigration. They're keen to do that. The UK also wants a pact on defence and security. That is a way that the UK can appeal to members of the European Union. It's got the biggest military in Europe, it spends a lot of money on it, it's got lots of expertise. The European Union, the feeling is they will be open to that sort of cooperation. I think a key thing, however, one of the primary purposes of this meeting was to show support for Ukraine, solidarity with President Zelensky, and Zelensky was here. He had pride of place right next to Keir Starmer. We heard from him right at the beginning. He said the only way and the best way to defeat President Putin was to stay united. I think we can have a listen to him now.
Okay, thank you.
I was late for that. You guys hear us talking?
Was that it?
Everyone's at the ready.
There we go, that's President Zelensky. You know, there's a whole lot of things that the UK wants from the European Union on trade, economy, business, reducing barriers for trade. They're going to be much more difficult to get. But essentially, this is the first stage of that, building trust, building a relationship with Labour government will help that they can reduce some of that friction in the border in the months and years to come.
We're not allowed to go through there.
Yeah, no, none of us.
Why would everyone go through there?
Someone's here for a day.
The lockdown's only till 4.
Do you want the fan? You can see them coming up.
Are they having the school photo? They had it. That was this morning, wasn't it? Keir coming out to meet the kid. Mum goes up the stairs. Stairs there.
That's okay. That's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah, there's a man with a big arm next to him.
No, it wasn't.
I don't think my nephew are in a royal.
Well, no, it lives at our own working place. to stick my baby up.
I don't know. I mean, it's off camera for a reason, I guess.
The stand-up position is right opposite. Just a small corner between us. A strategically placed.
Yeah, that must be the It is.
I wouldn't know.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay, cool. Will we be back up at 4:15ish?
Yes, all sandwiches. There's